Why do gay people sound like this?
Since I can remember, I've been told that I have a gay voice, and the internet loves to tell me that I sound like the honey badger.
Oh, the honey badgers are just crazy.
How old is this video? A year ago? Dude, you're making a honey badger reference in fucking, what, 2024? That was like prime early YouTube.
Is there such a thing as a gay voice? Like, is it quantifiable? If we take out all the slay, boots the house down, and remove any visual or behavioral clues, could you still tell? Surprisingly, science has a lot to say about it.
Scientists.
Get out.
Wait, hold on. That's a chick from RuPaul's Drag Race, Alyssa. Come on. That's Alyssa, right? Don't ever say that I'm not an ally. Okay?
In order to study gay versus straight voices, researchers look at parameters such as...
I'm getting so woke. It's unbelievable. I'm naming drag queens. I'm saying that gay people don't speak in a particular accent when they kind of do a little bit.
Pitch variation, like how much a person's pitch changes as they talk. Duration values for vowels and consonants, aka how long people hold their A, E, I, O, U sounds, or how long people hold their S's. And some studies just straight up get random people to listen to people talk and try to judge whether they thought that person speaking was gay or straight.
Results find that gay men speak with higher pitch variation, meaning that their range from low to high is much more extreme than straight men. Not surprised we have range, honey. These pitch studies were done in many languages like English, Dutch, and French, and in all cases, gay men spoke with higher pitch variation, meaning the gay voice expands beyond language and isn't just the words or culture we engage in.
Gay men were also found to have longer vowel durations for A, I, and U, aka...
This is based off of not knowing anything. But, like, again, I want to preface this by saying this is based off of not knowing, like, anything about gay culture or what have you, I guess aside from RuPaul's Drag Race, but having no, like, actual experience having gay sex or being a gay guy. The culture, if you will. Exactly. Joe has, because he's been in the hills fucking dudes or whatever. I would imagine it is something related to, like if you're like a bottom and you're naturally more feminine or what have you, like you want to kind of emulate that. I feel like that makes sense.
They hold these vowels longer in general when they speak compared to straight men, but gay men are also more likely to hold their S sound for longer than straight people. Gay people holding their S for longer may make you think of the quintessential, like, gay lisp, which is very
This is fucking,
like, as a kid, everyone would always make fun of me and say I sounded like super silly Billy. So sadly, there is some truth to, like, those bullies making fun.
Freddie Dredd. This guy looks like Freddie Dredd.
Me about that. But it's also a common misconception because a lisp is when you misarticulate your S's, whereas gay people are more likely to over-articulate the S. In fact, studies show that gay men are no more likely to have a lisp than straight men. Finally, when studying gay versus straight men, it was found that gay men were more likely to articulate than straight men, which totally makes sense to me. All my straight guy friends are always like, oh yeah, hey man, do you wanna like hang out on Sunday? Like,
Dude, that is not what it sounds like. I don't know what you're talking about. That's unbelievable.
Okay, what?
Because of these findings, it was hypothesized that perhaps the vocal differences between straight and gay men were due to hormones, like differences in testosterone possibly. But after studying this, it was found that gay men have just as much testosterone as straight men. So instead, researchers began looking into environmental differences as a possible explanation.
It turns out both gay men and straight men change their voice based on who is listening. Yes, straight men will modulate their voice based on who is listening too. One study found straight men would speak more stereotypically masculine to strangers than to people they were comfortable with. Straight men would lower their voice when speaking in leadership roles, when giving orders or commands, and they would also lower their...
Yeah, I mean, everybody code switches to an extent. So it might just be like a cultural thing. Maybe the video explains it later, but like why it started particularly for gay men to talk with that intonation. But like if I'm around the bros, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, fucking whatever the fuck.
Voice in the presence of an attractive woman.
Gay men changed their voice too, but under different circumstances. One study found gay men who disliked sounding gay were able to modulate their voice to sound more straight and were more likely to be mistaken as straight by listeners. A Thai study found that gay people changed their voice depending on if they're talking
What?
gay were able to modulate their voice to sound more straight and were more likely to be mistaken as straight by listeners. A Thai study found that gay people changed their voice depending on if they're talking to friends, coworkers, or their family members. They tend to use the most falsetto voice speech or upper vocal range when talking to friends. An Italian study also found that gay men would sound more gay when they were talking to somebody they already came out to, or if they were speaking to somebody who they presumed was gay. A really fascinating study on gay YouTubers found that after making a public coming out video on YouTube, their subsequent videos were more likely to be perceived by people as sounding gay. Whereas straight YouTubers of the same age over that same time period would end up sounding more straight to people, the gay ones sounded more gay over.
Dude, I'm getting so woke as we speak. You guys are watching my wokeness happen in real time. Because I do realize that I do have like a straight accent. Like if I'm with the bros, I'll be like, dude, what's up, dude? Oh, shit, dude. What's up with it? Shit, whatever. You know, like you have a more casual speak, whereas gay guys, I guess their more casual speak is like feminine or something. I don't know. I'm not quite woke yet, but I'm getting there.
This has led to a theory that sounding gay is an adaptation of gay men to allow others around them to know that they are in fact gay. But
that makes sense.
This isn't set in stone. It's important to note.
Fuck! It's interesting gay men talk more feminine considering they don't like women. Well, that's my point, is like, I feel like, I mean, I don't know the stats on this. There's probably a study based on the shit I'm learning in this video. There's studies about everything in the world. Like, if you're like a bottom and you're taking the more submissive role, I would imagine that is when you take the more feminine approach, but then that makes me feel bad to even say, because then it's like, all right, inherently in everyone's body, it's like the more feminine role is the more submissive role, so god damn, I'm so woke. Whew! Fuck, I'm woke as hell. I'm killing it, dude. I told you guys, at the beginning of stream, I'm like on this woke path to victory.
While some people may feel gay men talk more like women, the research doesn't fully support this idea. There are some—
Fuck! Shit, I'm not woke! God damn it! I just fucking based my entire argument on gay guys sounding like girls. Shit. Okay.
syllables and ways that we speak that are similar to women, but gay voice has its own unique characteristics as well. In other words, it adopts some female features, but others are completely unrelated.
But what about our dear lesbian friends and other queer people? We haven't forgot about you. While there is less research on it, studies have found unique characteristics of lesbian voices, but they're far less socially noticed than gay male speech.
Of course, many straight men can sound gay and gay men can sound straight, but studies show there is a difference in speech.
What did I say, dude? What did I say earlier? I said there is a lesbian accent, and you guys disagreed. And I'm just so woke. I mean, come on.
That will change based on who is listening to you. How you're perceived will also relate to like your mannerisms. You know, I talk with my hands a lot, the way you dress. It's a large collar for a straight guy, I must say. And this all weaves together to create the complexity.
First of all, how dare you say that? To generalize and say that straight guys wear big collars, a bit insensitive. However, I would look past it on account of my wokeness.
Of speech in relation to sexual fluidity.
But what about gay face? Can you tell somebody
What?
is gay just from looking at
Yeah, they're wearing fucking makeup? What do you...
their face? We actually have an entire podcast episode diving into the science of gay face.
Okay, so I'm lost at gay face. Gay accent, totally got it. Gay face? I think you lost me on gay face. All right, well, there we go. Not really a full answer to that question, but it's fine.